So I'm coming on unscripted right after my meditation again, because something really important needed to be said. Um, this is not the important thing, but I will start off by saying apparently it's not the best idea to put on your makeup before meditation. Today I have a bunch of videos and stuff to record, which is why I had done that and realized not the best idea. But that's not really what I'm here to talk to you about today. I'm not used to doing completely unscripted stuff. I'm also not used to not following the plan at all. So this is all a really big edge, but I'm realizing that this is actually a big part of the work. And this is what I want to talk to you about today, is that both personally and then also like a lot of people have been coming to me, my friends, other entrepreneurs, with a crisis of faith. This feeling like, God, just give me a sign. A lot of people feeling like they need to get back into either corporate America or get back into the matrix or get back into a version of even their own company that feels a little bit more, the old school formula, and that was sort of handed to us in a very patriarchal way, where things are aggressive and there's a lot of go, 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 and there's a lot of cornering people into sales, and what I perceive as really violent and aggressive tactics, from, building crazy size like communities for your newsletter, and through sort of like sneaky ways, and basically guilting people into buying your program and making sure they don't get off the phone until they give you their credit card and things like that. But basically there is this contraction collectively of like, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Like, I've put in all my trust and all my faith and I'm not seeing a result. And this is mirrored in the politics of our country right now. This is mirrored in no matter how much time we are spending, calling our congressmen, signing petitions, donating to different organizations, that it's just like we might move forward a little bit, but then there's like 10 steps back with new policies and new things that are coming up. And so it can feel really defeating, and really challenging. And I know I was like just in meditation, like praying, like, please show us all a sign, right? Both in my own individual journey, but then also just for the country and for the collective, because it's not even the country, right? So for those of you who are listening who maybe aren't in the States, it's having a ripple effect on the entire planet. So it's not just about the US. And the US just happens to be a really big power that has such a direct access to what I feel is like the gear shift of the planet. When we have a president that is saying, fuck solar power, and like, fuck the endangered species, and fuck arts, and fuck, I don't know. I mean, it's just like out of control. Anyways, this isn't about the politics of it. And this is about me just realizing that there is this crisis of faith, and that at the same time, this is the time where we have to really buckle down and trust even more. Like, this is where we are being initiated to really believe that love wins, which can feel hard sometimes, right? It's like so layered. Yeah, and I think that trying to just feel into what else wants to like come through, because it's really new for me to be speaking to whatever is in my system, as opposed to, all right, gotta talk about embodiment again. which I love, let's be clear. But it feels like embodiment is one sliver. And for me, I really see it as the lens, the beginning of this transformation in faith, right? And it's part of something bigger, but it's also the beginning point, because right now in the world, what we need most is more and more people listening. This is what it is. It's about listening. And I just, sometimes I have these moments, it's rare now, but it still happens, where I just think back to like 6-7 years ago, and I know a lot of my friends are feeling the same way. Like, remember we just used to get up and go to our jobs and like get a paycheck at the end of the month? Like, wasn't that nice? And there are times where it's really easy for us to like fantasize about what that life looked like. And for some of you listening, you might still be in that life, right? And there's no right or wrong, but basically when I think back to that, I think about how little space I had to listen, about how little space I had to feel. I didn't have the opportunity to sit down and take time to really listen to what messages were coming. And I truly believe that it's not going to be our minds or our technology or our egos or our inventions or our evolution as humanity that is going to save us and save the planet. It's actually going to come through a much bigger cosmic intelligence, something that is way, way beyond us as a species of humans, way beyond us. And the only way that we can access that is by making space so that we can listen to the message coming from something that is way, way, way more intelligent than we are. And this is where we need to have faith. This is where we need to understand that, in fact, this is the work. And clearing our bodies and clearing our channel and making space in our lives to listen to what's coming through so that we can be messengers of that change, of the transformation that needs to happen for us to stay in balance, or return to balance, should I really say. It's return to balance and stay on this planet for real. This is like way, way bigger than just this lifetime. Now, the upside is when you do make space, when you do get more embodied, when you are more connected and you're able to listen to your body, and then also the messages that are coming from something bigger, you also get to upgrade your own human experience. You get to be more in your pleasure, you get to be more in your power, you get to be more connected to your full range, and it's just fucking awesome. You also get to be more connected to your pain and your sadness and your heartbreak and your disappointment and your frustration, right? Because there's space for all of it. And so we have to, there's certain, sacrifices that are made when we do tap into our full range. But I don't know about you guys, I would never trade it, for anything else. I would never trade it to go back to a life where I was a robot and I didn't even have feelings and I couldn't even connect to anything bigger than me, and where literally my entire life depended on the deadlines of my boss. And what is it really about? Oh, like Procter and Gamble need like an ad and it needs to be done by this date so that we can sell shit to people and create insecurities that don't actually exist in order to buy a product that is poisoning the planet. Great. Yeah, no, don't want to do that. Whew. Anyways, so here I am testing out what it's like to just press play and go wherever I need to go. And it's not even for me, I think. It's like wherever something is guiding me. And then there's all the stuff that comes up. Oh, did you make any sense? I have no idea what I just said. Oh my God, it's a 9.5-minute video. No one's ever going to watch it, right? Like, this is the stuff that comes up when we don't go with the plan, when we don't have a script, when we don't follow the formula. And I just, the formula is just not working for me anymore. So I'm going to try it this way and see what happens. So make space to listen. It's